My name is Audrey Souders, and I am excited to announce my candidacy for the Ramapo Indian Hills Regional Board of Education. I want to share a little about myself and identify some issues that are important to me and have inspired me to run for this position. I have lived in Oakland for over 20 years and am the single mom of 2 children who attend Indian Hills High School. I have worked in healthcare for nearly 40 years. I began my career as a registered nurse and supported myself through school to become a clinical perfusionist in 1993. I currently work full-time as a perfusionist, where I am responsible for operating the heart-lung machine during open heart surgery. I have been actively attending Board of Ed meetings for over 3 years now. I have witnessed the previous and current board's dysfunction and lack of civility firsthand. I am extremely troubled by the declining test scores, the decrease in student enrollment, and the growing disparity between the 2 schools in our district. I am running to restore the dignity and respect that our students, parents, and teachers deserve. Just like in the operating room, where the singular focus is on the patient, we must work together as a team and change the current direction of this board by focusing on students. A good public education system is the foundation of a more prosperous future for both our children and for our community. Our district has taken a sharp turn away from high academic performance. At Indian Hills, 25% of the class of 2024 and 21.6% of those at Ramapo did not pass the New Jersey Graduation Proficiency Exam in mathematics. Last year, 37% at Indian Hills and 36.7% at Ramapo did not pass this exam. These dreadful results forced the state to lower the passing grade, a fact our administration failed to mention to the public when presenting these results. Would you allow a surgeon with a 25% failure rate to operate on you? With these lower standards implemented this year, it's impossible to compare the 2 results. We must preserve academic excellence in our district by providing the necessary resources, by raising the standards as opposed to lowering them, and by increasing expectations. Board members are accountable to the Oakland taxpayers. This district spends over $26,000 per pupil, over $26,000, $2,000 more than the state average, and the numbers keep going up. The current board approved a 3.3% tax increase this year and a 3.54% increase last year. They recently approved over $2.4 million for a, quote, faculty toilet room renovation, and not one board member questioned this expenditure. It's time for some accountability on the board. As a single mom, I've had to pinch pennies and make fiscally sound decisions for my family. I will do the same with your tax dollars. Ramapo Indian Hills has observed declining enrollment and increasing disparity in enrollment, which has impacted our district tremendously. Last year at Indian Hills, there were only 144 freshmen compared to 313 at Ramapo. This year, the number of freshmen at Indian Hills is 166, in contrast to the 295 at Ramapo. If this trend continues, we will have less than 600 students enrolled at Indian Hills, while overcrowding becomes an issue at Ramapo. Indian Hills is home to the Science, Medicine, and Research University program. There were only 9 students taking advantage of this program last year, and 10 students are currently signed up this year. The university program, of which there are 4 in the district, each has a capacity for 25 students. These programs demand tremendous amounts of extra resources. We are faced with the challenge of reaching 100% participation in all of the university programs in order to justify these resources. The disparity between the 2 schools is also evident in our sports programs. By way of example, the board recently approved combining the Indian Hills ice hockey team with Ramsey High School so that Indian Hills could have a team this year. I have questioned many of these disparities in meetings over the years, and I will continue to advocate for our students. An elected official must never violate the trust that you, the voter, places in her. On a properly functioning board, just like in the operating room, we must put self-interests and personal agendas aside and focus on the patient, or in this case, our students. When the district's law firm resigned in May, they said, quote, we have witnessed what appears to be a marked degradation in the level of civility, trust, and respect that board members have shown one another. This board is in desperate need of basic reform. I will be an honest advocate and a strong voice for our community with a passion to do great things for our students. Vote for change. Vote for me, Audrey Souders, on November 7th, column 1. Thank you for placing your trust in me. It's a responsibility I take very seriously and one that I must fulfill each and every day in the operating room.